नमस्ते दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका लकी वायरल स्टार पर। यहाँ मिलेगा फुल एंटरटेनमेंट और मस्ती। जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब करें और जुड़ जाइए हमारी फैमिली के साथ।
The spell of the cosmic night, the fences bloom in the pale moonlight. Dancing in the stardust, we're weightless and free in a world of wonders. Just you and me, lost in the moment. Our spirits ignite as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light. The shimmering galaxies will find our way. Guided by love's everlasting sway, with its celestial heartbeat we dance on. In this cosmic night, as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light.
Won't you have a seat? I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto. Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading, don't you think? You still hold a grudge? Won't you accept my apology?
This tea, is it from Jinjo?
I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator.
Before we get into that, there's something I want to know.
I imagine it concerns the Visalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving. But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Raguna? So you've noticed something is amiss. As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand. And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Thenodian and the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Raguna has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It uses distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within. Though the previous two attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see. Friend or foe? As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart? Yes and no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request. Come. The truth you seek lies in the deepest part of the castle.
It's thick with dust. But they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that, aren't you? It represents the
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was studied.
These are lilacs. They produce a this. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave, even if you want to. Just as I expected, the Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in this sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator. In return, I will agree to whatever condition or request you make. I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
There might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you've described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacita. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact. That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then, what about Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead. In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers, while overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathea's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the sonorosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinchi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
By all means. Rover, who are you really? No, you're likely a far more special entity.
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet, here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos? Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonorosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you're the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonorosphere?
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Phasalia estate that leads directly to the Sonorosphere.
I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lift.
Why do the Phasalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it was a seminary known as to once you'd her studies them. A special harmony needed to maintain the order. This underground car was intended to send scions of the family school. The elevator in a later edition I had built fits the access. You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I share a different perspective. Rhythmically converge into the same. If soul, then it's only die before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh, and what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor? Those kind of...
On the contrary, I've been at shift for sessions and rarely returned to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories of you.
Friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong stay in one person's hands. Would you take plenty of this friend of mine?
Why not the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I say not to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Phasalias have lived under the Threnodian. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Phasalia dictate that the successor usher them into eternity with a poison of their own making. My successor, well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to that bathroom.
How long is this going on?
For centuries, every generation. Outside, they call me the Bane, but historically every head of the Phasalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary, the gateway into Sonorosphere itself at center. We shall continue on foot from here. Strange. This area was clear at discourse on my last visit, and there's no tacit line. Could they have been successful?
Didn't think there'd be robots here.
Interesting. Never seems approval. Even staring people. The overhead will not be done.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right helium. Last and ever built by order. It arrived on her trials and was crowned by the order. A day where leaf burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary family, watching it unfold from above, just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonorosphere's interior.
It sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. But, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your maiden. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself, for now. But the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest, and it is there it strikes the hardest. Of course, it's never too late to place your trust when the evidence is clear. But now is not the time, is it?
Thicker than a smoke. Every man a legend till the morning broke. Oh, ow! Maybe there's a fence line waiting back home. Maybe there's a gold ring I was meant to own. But the dice keep dancing and the band plays on. I'm married to the midnight till the whiskey.
Who will leap into the depths with me? Oh, this will be fun. Surge of deep tides. Luck does seem to favor you. The gateway into the Sonorosphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Tavin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a blessed maiden?
But you said you left yourself a message saying that the maiden was dead.
That's why I sought aid from the other Sentinels. It's a shame they all refused. Luckily, you've brought me a new hope.
Leave it to me.
Attack is the best defense. How reliable. Now it's my turn. Steady there. Oh, let me be your blade. Hey, let the wind roar. I got your back. How reliable.
Going with the sounds.
This is my ground. Synchronization. Don't worry. How reliable.
One with the sounds. You will obey. Endure, fight.
Shape the shapeless. Synchronization.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade.
俺はモンキー・ディ・ルフィ。お前らを超えて海賊王になる男だ。
chariot. You have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers. This must be the sword of divinity. Turvin, the one with the Sentinel's powers sealed within.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sword.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonorosphere, granting me information about the sword's origins.
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Turvin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried touching it? The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Thenodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Thenodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this Sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day. You really don't remember anything?
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are two other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hognis, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia. Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the three swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Thenodian's doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please, Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment, this chance to save the Sentinel and my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry. Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
Where the night wind blows, our blades gleam bright like stars in frost. For the peace we hold cannot be lost. Shadows beneath the roots they creep, from caverns deep where nightmares sleep. We
said to Cardathea back there.
Rather effective on someone of her personality. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too. I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone. It's the name I gave to a gondola.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear, I completely forgot about this.
It seems I get to enjoy a free ride after you've scouted the paths ahead.
You look distracted. Still thinking about what Cantarella said about fearing answers.
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the Sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to figure out who I am.
Are you afraid of knowing me?
We'll be arriving at the first water ice soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
course. The last time I tried to pass it like this... Where were my manners? I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now.
Wind, guide me.
Vines, over there. And that statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first Dark Tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the Dark Tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Thenodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Good thing there isn't much. Leave it to me. Don't worry. This much I can still handle.
Wind, guide me.
The vines are remnants of the Dark Tide. Foam won't be able to cross through them. Let's disembark here and find a way to clear...
In order to be a strong hero, even if I was spitting blood, I never stopped. I did squats, even when my legs felt like they couldn't move. Even when my arms started making weird clicking noises, I kept doing push-ups. A year and a half later, I started to notice a difference. I was bald, and I had become stronger. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats! Then a 10-kilometer run! Do it every single day!
This calibrator seems to be operational. One moment. That should do it. Why don't you give it a try? It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. Sounds come forth. Strike in the shadows. Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness.
Hurry! We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns. Sounds like Firm's getting impatient. Let's head back.
Galaxy, we're out of this world. With the X-Men in tow, it's a fight unfurled. DC versus Marvel, it's a clash of the gods. Heroes and villains, giving it all they got. Titans and X-Men, coming for the thrill. In this comic book war, it's a battle of skill. Joker's laughing, chaos in his eyes. Lex Luthor's schemes taking over the skies. Darkseid's Omega, it's the end of all. Bane's brute force making heroes fall. Deathstroke's precision, nothing but skill. Black Adam's power, it's a deadly thrill. Sinestro.
An unexpected discovery. By the way, you said the inverted gravity is to stop the Dark Tide from descending into the city. But all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
And that's because this very waterway we're sailing on used to be the Dark Tide itself. In these waters, gravity isn't the only thing that's inverted. Its very essence is too. Obstacles ahead. Let's get off here. There it is, up there. But judging by the distance, we'd be hard-pressed to make it back in time.
Can you use your ability from somewhere in between to clear them all at once?
I might not have that range. But there may be tacitite devices nearby that can help amplify my forte. Let's see if we can find one.
Wind, guide me.
That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps.
The hour is upon us.
This should do the trick.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps.
No hesitation. Disperse.
Hopefully this helps.
End has come.
Okay.
Just catching my breath. You don't get the remnant spark.
Seems like a new discovery.
That's where the first pedestal's located.
Tower of Salvation.
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex. I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end? Enough of the nice I still carry. That view. If I really am.
I'll take care of myself. If it comes to that, I'll still remember the girl here enough to worry about me.
I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foam.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured? Well, you seem to be in perfect shape to me. But if you say so, I can offer you a strong elixir. Care to give it a try? Oh, I insist. Here, take this.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past
आपने मेरे चैनल की वीडियो देखी उसके लिए थैंक यू। अगर वीडियो पसंद आई है तो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें। बाय बाय, नेक्स्ट पार्ट में वापस मिलेंगे।